Sorry about that little mishap. I couldn't figure out how that thing was working. I'm sure you guys will have in a second. But yeah, I'm tired. As you can see. Uh yeah. Nobody's on here yet. Oh, looks like a couple people are already on. Hello, this is Lego Multiverse Studios. Sorry for ghosting y'all for like a month. I don't know. I think it was that long. I don't know. But this is my Dream Season 2 review live stream, as that one video didn't end up getting finished. Thing is that I worked really hard on it already, but it's just like I already have a lot left to do on it. But, like, the amount of stress that was made on that video is wasted. Ah. But yeah. So I'll just wait a couple minutes for you guys to get on. But I'm also really happy. Sorry, it also did begin like a few minutes later because I was trying to like get some of these minifigs like in place. Um, yeah. I didn't get to brush my teeth either before this, and I know you guys can't smell my breath, but it feels like you can. Huh. But yeah. Man, I'm sad I had to do that. That it happened like that. You know, like it didn't stay on the one thing because like it'll be ready in this many minutes, and then it just stops. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Did you guys see my face? Oh no, I don't know. Oh well, but I guess the screen was flipped. Oh well. But hello, looks like somebody's on already. This is Lego Multiverse Studios, and this is gonna be my Lego Dreams Season 2 review. I didn't put that on the title, did I? I think I just left it as Lego Multiverse Studios was going live. Huh. Oh well. Well, this is gonna be my review for that. A lot of you guys were already waiting and ready on the other one, but then I accidentally like messed up on it or something. Hi Jazzy Nails, how are you doing? I dropped a Lego piece I was fidgeting with. How have you been? It's morning for me, so good morning. I don't know. Hi, Peppy's Pictures. Good morning. Sorry the other live stream didn't, like, it worked out kind of weirdly. I don't know, I was trying to do it a certain way. Not even a certain way, I was trying to do it differently, and then just, like, I don't know. I flipped the screen because it told me I had to flip it the other way. But, it's fine. But yeah, I don't know how to fix that title from here. Oh well. It's fine. But yeah, that's awesome, Jazzy Nails. Glad to know you're doing well. But yeah, sorry, I was trying to get the nice little set ready first for the video real quick, and then it like fell, and then I had to redo it, and then accidentally hit a button. But yeah, so how have y'all been? I feel like I already asked that, but for anyone who else just came on, it says there's one person on, but there are 3 likes on it, so I think there are at least three people on. Oh well. But anyways, as you might have noticed, I haven't posted anything in like a month, except for yesterday. I made that little photography video. Honestly, I don't know. I don't even like that video because the timing isn't right with how, like, it's not on beat with how the camera moves, like when it shifts and stuff. I don't know, but that really bugs me. And plus I have other photography pictures. I took a lot more with Castle Nocturnio you guys haven't seen yet. And so I want to like show them to you guys, but I'm not sure if I should do another short. If I should like, I'm like thinking that I might like take down the fall video one, put that as a short, like put that as a community post because people already like requested that. Um, and then like make a video with all the photography stuff of this month. I don't know. But yeah, and yes, I specifically got checks so that because I think someone requested. I think it was you. um, um, but yeah, it was really funny. I was showing my friends pictures of the set that I had taken, and he's like, "Oh, there's a red panda," and then I'm like, "Oh, this is his name. This is how he got his name," and he loved it. So, yeah, but words. I don't know. Hi, RW. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning. I think it's morning. I'm fidgeting with one of the things from Dream Season 2 with what is it called? The jars. I was gonna put it in her hand, but then it like didn't work out. Hey, Speed of Lego, good morning. Sorry, you did not get kicked out. I accidentally like the thing didn't work right, and so I accidentally flipped the screen. I'm like, I don't know. I'm very particular. I don't necessarily want my face on YouTube, so I just ended it because I didn't know where like how to change it like quickly. But yeah, sorry for all those who were waiting on the other one that just like died. But yeah, if I'm hitting this, I'm trying to get the thing center in the thing. It's like, that's the candy realm inside the jar. But anyways, I didn't say it on the title, but this is my Dream Season 2 review. So, hey, Kiki Kitty, good morning. This is words. It's words. Yeah, it's words. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. This is my Dream Season 2 review. That's what I was saying. But, good morning. I'm gonna put this in her hand just because I also think it's really, like, cool they had, like, the candy realm with that one episode. How they, like, made into a little thing, but as you know, everyone, I feel like I'm just gonna keep repeating this anytime anyone new comes on. But as you know, that one little video of my Dream Season 2 review never got finished, and then I didn't say anything, like, at all. I know I commented and watched some of your other guys' videos, so, like, evidence I was still alive. But, mainly just, I don't know. I hate when I can't get stuff done the deadline, then I just stress myself about it, and I'm like, you know what? This is meant to be fun. This is why I do this, to have fun with you guys. And so, what better way to have fun than do a live stream talking about it? It feels kind of awkward though, because I feel like not all of you have seen Dream Season 2, so it's gonna be awkward because you guys haven't watched it yet. But alas, there are some heavy, heavy, heavy spoilers. But on Evil Mateo. So this is actually a really cool piece for Evil Mateo. Yeah, you're guilty, Kitty. It's like a vest piece, kind of. At first I had kind of mixed feelings about it. I think I like it a bit more now, but like they kind of mix it with the main part. And actually, Mateo is supposed to have the same piece, but in like blue. But unfortunately, my set came with this piece instead, which didn't even appear in the show, which is kind of odd. And so I'm kind of sad about that because like I really liked Mateo's one, but I can't complain. And sometimes I just pretend that like this one is the other color. So, but yeah, that's I'm really happy the camera went to focus as soon as I put it on. Also, hello Lego Bro 2. Good morning. This is gonna be my Dream Season 2 review. I'm just showing some minifigs up close and like, but yeah, like the piece kind of works like instead of having the piece go like the headset on top of it, then the neck goes in it. And there are a lot of pieces like that, and I actually like that kind of more than the like neck goes on top piece. But I don't mind either one, but I also do like it when they do these and like it's kind of squishy and it has a little stud in the back, but like I love how it like blends in with the back. But yeah, and also the cool side like running that I like cannot get over. It's so cool. Anyways, we are doing good. At least I am. I don't know. I feel like I was speaking for everybody. But I am doing good. Lego broke 2, and thank you for asking. But yeah. Yeah, I mentioned candy. It's like I interrupted myself. What I was saying is like I like to have like they brought the whole thing with the candy realm with like the Hansel and Gretel thing in that one episode when Zoe's like, I know what goes on behind gingerbread walls when like the Never Witch like invades what's it called, the candy realm. That's what I was saying. Words. Sorry, but yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna keep like introducing things. Also, totally random, but I saw the minifigs, so it reminded me. So you know how in Ninjago season 12 they had these minifigs, and they had like the pieces on the back. Well, the thing is that I was really trying hard to like take the back piece off just for one minifig, not for all of them. I tried a different one, then both pieces broke, so it didn't work out. And so I was pulling this part off. I know I hate breaking them, but like I have a lot of these, so it doesn't matter. But the thing is that I was so close, because I had to put it on the minifig's neck, and then this piece snapped. Thing is that if this piece snaps in the middle, then when you take that off, these are going to be separated, and so that it just won't work. Again, that's what I said would happen with the other one. So I'm really upset, because I don't want to, like, keep on going through all of them, because it's my second one so far that'll be broken, and it is kind of broken already. So I'm kind of sad, though, because, like, I love seeing like the back printing too, and so just like if I could take that off, but now that that's correct in the front, it's not gonna stay together. You're gonna say, why don't you use glue? For some reason, like I never like, I don't know, I don't. Yeah, and also it's kind of funny. I have never used sticky tack for stop motions, and I need to, because like it would save so many hours of pain in stop motion, just like getting something to stay still if I just use that like sticky tack stuff or whatever. But I never used it, and I feel like I need to, because a lot of people say, oh, just use that, and I'm like, for some reason I haven't. I know I don't have any in my household right now, so that may be part of it, but like, I don't know what's stopping me from just asking, can we get some of that? Yeah, glue is not allowed for Lego. Definitely. But, yeah. But words. Thing is, I didn't brush my teeth before doing this, and I feel like you guys can't smell my breath, but I feel like you guys can. I don't know why. Oh well, I'll just brush my teeth after this. But yeah, I want to change the title to like show you anyone who's like, whoa, I had a button. I don't know what it did. Oh well. Um, like I want to like say on the title again that this video is a Dream Season 2 review. It's not just Lego Multiverse going live, but whatever. uh, whatever. That sounds weird if you don't know what I'm referencing, but Lego City Adventures fans will get it. Oh, I was gonna go on a whole rant about Lego City, but yeah. So my Dream Season 2 review. I'm gonna be quoting some of my video things that I really want to show you guys, like, because again, I worked really hard on that one video. I didn't even finish it. That's the reason I didn't like post it for my Dream Season 2 review, which I'm just kind of sad about because I wasted so many hours of stress. Thing is that I thought about doing this live stream like the week after I didn't do it, and like I didn't because I'm like, no, I'm gonna finish it. I don't know. I know I still can, but um like I'm not gonna be able to like what's it called? Um, let's look at my finger. Um, what are my words? I don't know. I like totally lost my train of thought in the middle of my sentence. So yeah. Also, yes, we will talk about Ninjago too. This is all Lego talk, especially since Ninjago exists as a TV show in the Dreams world. But yeah, I think everyone here loves Ninjago, so whoopee. I was explaining to my friend earlier just some Ninjago lore, and he hasn't like watched seasons for like 7 years. And I was like explaining stuff, and he was like, "What?" It's funny though. It's like I am intelligible in something. Not too important, but it's something. But yeah. So yeah, my Dream Season 2 review. What am I gonna start with? It's kind of hard. Huh. Um. Hmm. What am I gonna start with? I could start, how I started the video. Again, I feel like I should, like, show you guys that video at some point. Like, I should post the original video. Because I was doing it a lot differently than I should have just done it the way I normally do, or just have this live stream. I should have had it like 3 weeks ago when it first came out. But alas. Also that Pharrell Williams movie just came out, I think, which is nice. I've like talked about it to my family. I have no idea if I'm actually gonna be able to see it in the theater, but I do hope to see it at some point. um, but yeah. Anyways, we've been on here for like almost 15 minutes, and I haven't like started at all for my Dream Season 2 review. I've talked about it though. So Lego Dreams Season 2. Yeah, I need to watch it. I think it's gonna be a good movie. It's just like I don't know. It's just so odd that they're making it. I think so. I feel better about it because at first I thought it was like the company just like went to go tell Pharrell Williams, hey, why don't we just make a video for like his like songs or like words. Sorry, I was gonna reply to what somebody said, and then I like interrupted myself saying that, and then yeah. Is it a musical? I think like not entirely, like not like standard musical, but like I think the story is kind of driven like I don't know. I don't, actually when I think about it, it's not technically a musical, but there's gonna be a lot of music in it, especially his music. He actually made He made a song for the movie, which actually it's really good. It's really catchy, and you can just add it to more. Um, your Lego playlist. um, so yeah, it's like I have mixed feelings about it because like I think it's cool that they're doing it. It's just like yeah, yeah. Piece by Piece is the movie name and the song of for the movie. So yeah, it's really good. It's a good song. And specifically, just like I grew up watching the Despicable Me's, and then I'm just like, wait a minute, that was Pharrell Williams. Am I even saying his name right? Is it? Yeah, it's Pharrell. Yeah, it's Pharrell. But yeah. Yeah, I haven't like I saw like 8 different release dates for it. Like one was in like November, one was in December, one was in this October. So I think the main one was this October. I think. But who knows? Yeah, I think it came out because like one of them maybe I think it comes out in different like times in different countries, I think. So that's why I'm getting like so many different like dates, for when it comes out. Um but I think the main one was October. So, and I think that was like last Friday or something. So I think that was pretty recent. But yeah, uh, words. Um, what was I saying? I don't know. uh, I want to get on my dream season 2, but we're talking about other stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to. Yeah, I know it released in theaters. I know that. I just don't know like if specific theaters or not whatnot and stuff. I'm kind of like confused on that. So yeah, I like kind of talked to my parents about it because like I want to watch that. It's a cool thing, but like what's it called? Uh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Speed of Lego, for bringing it back to dreams. Like, getting so sidetracked, but like not technically because we're still talking about Lego. I don't know. Who's my favorite Lego Dreams character? Uh, sorry. Also, just like I love questions about the shows. Zoe is my favorite character. She's the most in depth, and she's a very good character. Like normally, like the goth character tends to be pretty you know, what's it called? Less like they tend to be pretty one dimensional. I don't know, but like she actually has a lot of dimension to her character, and I really like that. It's not like I don't like the other ones, but I feel like she just has the most and most interesting backstory, and also how it like works into the main story. But yeah, oh great, you're getting me into my mood about talking about it. Yes, yes, the black. I love these new hair pieces. Like they're so like cool. Especially I've taken pictures like in the sun, and just like the way that the light just shines through it is glorious. I love it. Um, but yeah, and then Logan, I'm so happy that he got his new form as big. I don't have that minifig yet. I don't even know if I will. But it's he's such a cool minifig when he's like in the bigger form. I don't know. But the thing is that he went back into little form at one point, but then he went back into big form, but like I thought we were gonna forget about little Logan form. I think it's called Lolo, is what they call it. And honestly, like I don't know. I was kind of hoping that it'd be that one thing where it's just kind of like people will talk about the show later on in the future and be like, "Oh yeah, remember when Logan had was like a little goblin thing? That was weird." And then we move on from that, but like I think it's still happening. So, I don't know. The biggest thing for me is that he has fingers, which I don't know. I don't know how it would look with like claws, but like still, I don't know. It's kind of weird that he has fingers. But yeah. Or as the black transparent or is just the pink part. So the thing is that I think it's just the pink part that's transparent. Um, but like maybe the black like is kind of, but because it's black, you just can't see through it. But I think it's mainly just the pink part. And then she also has like a similar thing on the neck for that. Why does my camera keep zooming out? um, but yeah, also I love her minifig. It's so nice. I like never have gotten these like leg cape pieces before, so it's really cool getting one. But yeah, and then her minifig is also it's just so cool. And like yeah, I love the praying and everything and how like the top goes like into the like it's kind of weird though. Something that Dreams kind of bad at though is just like a lot of times even though minifigs look absolutely amazing, like absolutely amazing, they oftentimes have like very like not just minor but like sometimes kind of bigger differences from like what they look like in the show. Like specifically Zoe for this season. She actually has like these white like boots at the bottom, like how her hands are like have white gloves. She has like white boots entirely non-existent on the minifig, which I find kind of odd. And then maybe it's because you can't like print white. But, like they could have done dual mold, but I feel like they were too busy on Mateo that they couldn't do anything more for Zoe. But she's still an awesome minifig, but it's kind of odd how it looks different. Hello, Unikitty, love this. Good morning. This is my Dream Season 2 review. I haven't actually gone into the review yet. I'm just kind of talking about it. But yeah, and then also like with the Never Witch, her minifig looks great, but it's also like very different from how it looks in the show because like she actually like so she has two different forms. The first form we didn't get a minifig form of, but this face specifically is like is like what's it called? This space specifically is for her older form. We didn't get that, which I don't mind. And then her new form is the one that has the streak on her face, but she doesn't. She has like the same colored eyes as all of them, where it's um like with them like I have the two different colored eyes. And normally I wouldn't care, but like it's very much a big thing. I don't know why. Like she's the two different colored eyes, but they don't have that. And also I get they couldn't do like the no legs thing, but it's kind of frustrating though. Although again, the minifig still looks incredible, but she doesn't actually have legs. They in this the sets they just gave her boots and put her on that giant thing in the back there. and things that I don't mind. It's just, odd that it's like that. And then also in the series, her hair in this form, again, also with the eyes and the legs are different. Her hair also doesn't have these like two like things going out in the front. She only has it in the back. And so I find that odd for the sets they did that. I don't mind it though, because like the minifig looks amazing, but I just do find it kind of odd how it's not accurate to the show in that way. Especially since like they do it in different ways. Um, yeah. And like I don't mind it because like yeah, like they are kind of annoying, but like the minifigs they look great. It's just like they don't actually look entirely like the show, and so it's kind of bugs me a bit. um, yeah, it is hard. Thing is that most hair pieces like this are kind of like they don't. This moves a little bit, and that itself is a lot easier because like it moves the crown, which kind of makes it look bad. But like in animation, because it can least move that far, that's a lot compared to other hair pieces that like go all the way down. That's great. But again, she's an awesome minifig, and I love that like that floating piece. But like, it is very much not what she looks like in the show. And so I just think that's kind of odd. But the Mateo minifig is so close to how he looks in the show. I know this set doesn't have the blue one, but like all the other sets have his blue vest. But like it has the legs with this insane printing that look exactly like the show, and his hair and his head, like they all look just like the show. So I feel like they spent a little bit too much time on the other ones, but it's hard because like these minifigs are so cool. So like, do I want to trade that? Um, but yeah, yeah. Matea's boots look often, and she's kind of has like those same like kind of white ones. They're not really sneakers, but like yeah, and then also like also parts of her torso had white on them. I do get that because it's way harder to print white on like darker colors, and so I don't mind that they changed it to that blue. That barely does anything. But like one of my favorite things about her minifig was that like in the show is that she had those white boots and it matched her gloves and her stuff on her shirt. And then they don't have it, and I'm like, why? And so that's just kind of odd because like even though you can't print the white on it, you can still do dual molded. So I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's just about the minifig. Something that bothered me. Um, but yeah, and then again with the Disney minifig, she doesn't actually look entirely like her torso is like kind of like this purple. You can see there's purple on this minifig. But also then like her cape in the back looks different in the show, and like it's just like her face and like it just kind of looks slightly different. But I don't care because the minifigs just look great anyways. Again, I know I keep saying that. It's just like you can't really complain because like they went so far on these minifigs, but it's kind of odd that like they went to do so much with minifig and yet wasn't accurate to the show. And it's not like sometimes they can't do stuff that's accurate. Like the Neverwitch minifig could have been accurate except for the legs probably. Like pretty much all of her could have been accurate to the show. And same with Zoe's, but I guess they yeah. Yeah, why her eyes are two colors. Yeah, that actually the Neverwitch is supposed to have that too. And that brings me to another thing. Uh it like what's it called? Is that like in like it's really odd because like I just keep saying like but they make it like they kind of say that she's blind or something in the first episode in season 4 like she pretends to be an old lady and that she's blind or something that like they took her sight. And so then later on, she reveals her true form and she's not blind anymore. Which I'm like, oh, okay, she was pretending to be blind. But she'd also said like the Night Hunter and the other ones had caused her to like be blind or something. But then that didn't really get touched on at all. But then later in the season, they're like going in a flashback of the Neverwitch fighting the Nightmare King, and they're like fighting with these powerful weapons, and they end up exploding and like in them, and then she's like, "My eyes!" Like, wait, was she blind? But then throughout the show, there's no evidence of her actually being blind, so it's really odd. But then I saw this like marketing thing where it's like this would be like little clips from the show, but like you're seeing them in like Neverwitch jars or something. And it had her like looking around and feeling with her hands to go grab the jar, and it very much clear looked like she was blind. But it doesn't make sense because like that was just a marketing thing, so maybe they just messed up with that. But it's just like she was blind at the beginning, and then she wasn't throughout the main time. But then in the flashback, she was blind again. So like maybe she was blind, but then isn't anymore. Like she somehow got it back, but they never ever explained that, and that was super frustrating. And also just like having a villain who's blind like could have been really interesting. Like like the Ravens or like what like see everything for her. I think that'd be really cool. And so that's why I think they had the two different color eyes to like I don't know, symbolize that, but like I just found that really, really odd how they like went nowhere, but at the same time they kept going back on it, but like not entirely. But I don't know. It doesn't make sense at all to me, and I wish they would have explained that better. Um, yeah, the fans aren't supposed to overthink it. Again, the show was meant for a much younger audience than I am. It's not really meant for teenagers. It's meant for like, you know, 10-year-olds maybe, but like I still like it. So I shouldn't really have a right to complain about it. But like, I mean, that's what this video's for. Not to complain, to review it. That's very different. But anyways, also I saw something about Mateo's shirt. Yes, that is Zebla in a shirt, and it's so cute. I love it so much. um yeah, Legos for everybody. But yeah, so I just find those like little inconsistencies kind of odd, you know? But it doesn't matter in the end. But anyways, you got me in a mood to talk about it, and so that's what I'm really happy about. Um, does Ninjago have an age limit? That is a very good point, Unikitty Love. I don't think it does, because I heard that there's actually like stuff going around where like they actually have the ending for Dragon's Rising planned out, and they have more they plan on doing after. Like, I don't. I like Ninjago, and you know, like I like all the stuff with it, but like, guys, we can't just make it last forever. We can't. I don't know. That's a big pet peeve of mine. Just like they never let things end, and that's actually something like with Dreams is just like we really. Oh, and yes, also the sets are too expensive for kids nowadays. Like the only reason I was able to get Castle Nocturne is because like this person like got this thing for me, and it's like it's like a huge thing, but like I don't know, but like kids like aren't able to get like certain characters because they're in just like $50-$60 sets, and it's just like I don't know, it's kind of annoying, but yeah, and then also Peppy's pictures, sorry. Thing is that like it is kind of getting better. Dragon's Rising has gone better than it has been previously with the show. The thing is that I like that it's getting better. I think it's becoming more of an intertwined plot. Thing that I'm annoyed about is that like they keep introducing more and more new lore, and they just don't build off of the old lore anymore. They don't even mention the Mother Dragon from like the Oni and Dragon Realm. They don't even mention the Onis anymore. And it's all about the Source Dragons now. And like normally I wouldn't care, but it's just like because there's already been so much lore given to the show, it's kind of annoying when they just keep on building more and more and more of it. Where it's just like we can build off the old stuff, you know, like Rising Dragon. What happened to Dragon Form from the season prior? You know, from season 15 with like Crystallized. What happened to the Dragon Form? Can they like not do that anymore? And then apparently, Dragon's Rising is the new strongest technique. But like, remember Spinjitzu Burst? Like, what happened to that? And then Air Jitsu, I personally didn't like, so I'm happy that they didn't use it anymore. But like, still, um, I don't think the Reflex guy was an Oni. He was part of like another group. He named it. I don't remember what it was, but I don't think it was Oni. But like, I don't know. It's kind of annoying. And also, with the Tournament of Sources, it came out on Netflix recently, so I watched the whole thing. I said I wasn't, but I ended up doing it just because that, you know, you know me. I always say I'm going to quit watching Ninjago, and then I just keep on going back to it. But like, there's so many elemental powers that just don't make sense. Like, there's the new Master of Quake, and it's like, literally Cole's power has been called Quake. Like, you can't, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they could have made it work, and in some ways they did make the Tournament of Sources work compared to Season 4. But, like, in a lot of ways they didn't. Like, I don't know. It also doesn't make, like, I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of odd with the way the elemental powers work. Like, originally it was the 4 main things, because that's what, people used to believe, that it was the 4 different things were the main elements of the universe or whatever. And then they brought the rest on, which honestly I think is pretty interesting. But then it just, like, I know the Bubble Girl, and then they had Shockwave, and then they had, like, Master of Plants, but, like, what happened to Bolibo? Remember that guy from, like, Season 4 who was the plant guy? Like, what happened to him? There's a new guy who's, like, a slug, and then, I liked how they made new Elemental Master of, Ash, what is it called? Smoke, Cinder, I thought he was an interesting character. But, like, it just didn't make sense at all. Yeah, I think, like, but they didn't, thing is that they mentioned the other guy, who used to be the Master of Smoke. I think his name was Ash. But then they didn't say anything about the other Master of Plants. But like they had some old characters, like they had Mr. Paleman, and then they had Toxin. I think that's her name. Again, uh, yes, that's something Peppy Pictures. Yes, they always said Noct and all the Forbidden Five were elemental masters, but they never said of what. They never said what their elemental power was, and I think that's kind of important, like very important. And again, like now the Forbidden Five are the biggest bad villain. Just like, you know, I don't know. It's just kind of annoying because like it's the new biggest bad, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just like sometimes it doesn't even like surprise me, like make me impressed. Like oh yeah, he just used Shatter Spin, and so that didn't make sense to me like at all. They just were said they were elemental masters, but like didn't control anything. Um, but like what's it called? Um what am I saying? Uh, oh no, I fell off my train of thought. Get back. Yes, that is Phil. The very odd-looking Phil in the sets, but again, it's not consistent in the sets, but it doesn't matter. It's still a cool thing. It is Phil. But like, yeah, and so it just I don't know. And also, especially since the two parts of season 2 were like absolutely nothing alike. I know this seems odd, but I feel like if the Tournament of Sources were part 1, that would have made more sense. Thing is that like I know in certain ways it wouldn't at all, but like you can switch things up, like you can take certain things out and replace them with like the developing stuff from part 1 kind of. I don't know. I don't want to get into a whole thing rant about that. I love how this is about dreams and we're just entirely talking about Dragon Rising season 2. But like yeah. Also something I'm very happy about for Dragon's Rising season 2 is remember how I talked about how I wanted Eren to kind of like go down the like villain path kind of, and like that'd be really interesting. They're doing it, and they're doing it kind of really well, and I'm like happy about that. Because like I think it's really interesting, like have that like the like turning into a villain, but like a lot of times like with characters you tell their backstory and they're like, I used to be their biggest fan, now I hate them the most. But what I found really interesting about Eren is that we had no idea he was gonna turn that way against the ninja. We thought he was just gonna be like this very stereotypical character that's like, oh, I love the ninja, I'm their biggest fan, the biggest fan character basically, and he was just gonna be like that the whole show. But I found it really interesting how they like used that and brought it into like I don't know. I know Eren's gonna be good again. I know he's gonna be redeemed and he's gonna be, like see the good in, of it. But I love that they're doing that because it's so interesting because, like, it's a very big difference when you have a character's backstory be like, oh, I used to be their biggest fan, now I hate them the most. But, like, to see that transition is so awesome. Just, like, the little things that kept on building to Eren just being more and more about not liking the ninja was so interesting, and I love that. And so, yeah, I felt bad for Sora, though. I do have to say, I get why Eren was upset about things, but he did overreact a bit about Sora helping him that one time. Like, come on, bro. I get you're upset about things, but, like, she really was just trying to help you. Like, she lied to me. Like, yeah, it was to make you feel better. And it wasn't, it wasn't even anything about that serious. But I do like it, because, like, something that was kind of bothering me is that, like, Eren wasn't progressing at all in his stuff, and that kind of just annoyed me, kind of. I'm like, when is he actually going to do it? But then I realized they were reserving that for when he starts actually doing, Roz's techniques or whatever from Frack, is like when he starts progressing and he's like, wait a minute, I'm progressing far more than I was with the other ones. Yeah, but it was necessary for the story, and I think it makes Sora more interesting. It shows how much she actually cares about him. And like how they were friends before the merge. Like they were a thing before the merge. Like they were best friends before they knew the ninja. And so like they had some prior like build up relationship before they even met the ninja. And I think like, oh, you forget that sometimes. Um but yeah, bye Unikitty Love. Thank you so much for joining. Also, hello Multi Bricks. I don't think I've seen you on my channel before, so welcome. This is supposed to be a Dream Season 2 review. We're entirely talking about Dragon's Rising Season 2 from Ninjago. So yeah. So yeah. But we were just talking about Eren's like what's it called, his little like story thing. Um yeah, that's like a really good point, RW. And just like I find it really interesting how they're bringing that thing into Eren, like for his character, and I really like that. I also really love how we're finally getting Master Lloyd as an actual thing, because like they kept teasing it in other seasons of Master Lloyd, but it just never happened because Master Wu just kept coming back. But now he's actually Master Lloyd, and I'm very, just excited about that. Like, oh, we're doing it. We're actually doing it now. And so that's like exciting to see that actually happen. But yeah. And like also I've seen some really good video essays from channels about like stuff for Dragons Rising, and like I very much, again, I love how like great the show is like with, interconnecting things and stuff, like how they used to do it with the older seasons. But and then it's just like, again, it's not really connected to the older stuff. Also, you said hello, and so I'm just saying hello to you too. Um, so yeah, thank you so much for joining Multibricks. That's a really cool, I like that channel name. That's really fun. um, but yeah, man, I'm already hungry, guys. I don't have food with me. Oh well, I'll survive. But yeah, so yeah, man, I was gonna talk about dreams, but it didn't happen. All right. Yes, I need Chex. He's over here. Don't worry, he's here, guys. He's here. Chex is here. But yeah. Oh, Chex is so cute. I love his little face and his little paws. I love that they put him in that big set. That was the correct answer, Multibricks. That was the correct answer. Like, it was that one scene. Actually, you guys didn't see it. I don't think a lot of you saw it. But for those who saw Dream Season 2, I'm not gonna eat Chex. Oh, that's what you meant. I'm not eating Chex. I'm not eating Chex. I am eating Chex and chocolate chips. I'm not eating Chex. You. No. That was a test. Yes, it was. But what's it called? What was I saying? I interrupted myself again. It doesn't matter. There was this one part when Izzy's like, when Jasmine comes, and she's like, before you come in, I need to know one thing. How do you feel about Sparkle? She's like, you never have enough. And he's like, you passed. You had the correct answer. Also, I know I've said this so many times, but Izzy is so much like my sister, and it's just so fun. And I'm a lot like Mateo, except I can't draw. I am absolutely horrific at drawing. She's a lot better at drawing, my sister. But I just find that really fun, how they could like, she has a lot of the same personality traits as her, and I think that's fun. But anyways, what's it called? Yeah, we're gonna get into dreams now. We're gonna do it. Yeah, we watched like a lot of it together, like with stuff. A lot of times I'll watch it first when it first comes out because she's not available, and she's not as big of a fan as me. Like, she likes Lego stuff, but like I'm a lot bigger in it. But like what's it called? Yeah, but she still watches it with me and stuff, and it's really fun. But yeah. Well, technically, Chex isn't a character from the show, but if you want to call me favorite character, I would totally say that. And yeah, Z-Blob is so awesome too. Also, for those who grew up watching Miles from Tomorrowland, has anyone watched that show growing up? Because am I the only one that feels like Blodger is just like Z-Blob? Like, exactly like him, but he can talk and has a mouth? Yeah, I don't know if any of you watched that show, but that was like it was like this show on Disney Junior, and it was like my favorite when I was little. But yeah, Chex, yeah, he's an honorary character. He would be, I love Chex. He's so amazing. He will not be eaten. But yeah, oh, he's so cute. I'm so glad they put him in this Lego set. Like they usually just like, I like it when they put things across things. But yeah, that was an interesting show. I just remember like being like one of my favorites. But yeah, what was I saying? What's up about Chex? All right, we're gonna get into it. Too cute to ignore. Yes, he can be in the center. He will be in the center. But yes. So, talking about dreams, we're gonna get there now. So, man, I'm really upset. I made like a whole like half a video, not half. I made like a quarter of the video. I got talking about I think I finished with Mateo, and then I got to talking about Zoe, and I had like a pretty good introductory, but like I never finished it, and I kind of want to, but like I don't know. I interrupted myself again, didn't I? Yes, I did. All right, we're back. So, what can it focus on? Chex. I want to focus on Chex. It's not focusing on anybody. Yeah. What's it called? Yeah. um And maybe that's good because I didn't say it in the title of what we're doing. As we ended up, we're not even talking about it, and we're like 40 minutes. Dang, guys, we've been here a while. But yeah, I'm tired. I don't know why. um, what's it called? What am I doing? This. I'm doing this. um, but words. Dreams season 2. That's what we're talking about. So, talking about it. So, my first thing I have to say though, uh, Phil's role in season 2. Well, Phil, Phil's role, Phil's role. He's not like majorly important. Um, but that's how he gets killed. He doesn't get killed, but he does get stabbed in the heart. So like, it's odd. Um, but he's like he helps the Dream Chasers out a bit at times. Throughout like they like get stuck in like the thing with the Night Bureau at some point, and then he helps them get out of it or something. But yeah, he ends up coming back. He's okay. He's okay. Don't worry. Phil's okay, but like basically the Neverwitch's thing is that like I've heard like these things are called Doom Domes, and basically what she does is she stabs the guardian of the realm, and that's Phil in this case for Castle Nocturnia. She stabs them with her staff thing, and it turns them, and it like it all absorbs it into like that one thing. And so this like the Candy Chameleon, if you remember that from season 1, is the thing that guards this realm. So she did that, and so the Candy realm is now in there. And she also gets Castle Nocturnia, which is like the end of part 1, is like when she first starts doing that. But yeah, so first thing I have to say, it had a very good flow. How from the end of season 1, like just like yeah, he's in it actually because he's the guardian. He actually can't even really interact with anybody there. He's like kind of like I think he's not the glass of the jar, but he's like not there because he was like I don't know. It's really odd. They didn't fully explain that. But anyways, like like the season it starts out really well. Has a really nice flow like from season 1 to 2. Just like I don't know, like the way they had things going on. Um, but I had like my script and I just need to like quote it or something kind of. Like, I'd already had this point of my video done for the Dream Season 2 review, but I don't know how to say it anymore. um but what's it called? Man, I need water. um but uh man, I didn't realize how tired I was. But it doesn't matter. I'm doing this right now. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna have fun together, guys. um, yeah. Silence ensues. I love how you guys came on here and then I'm just like not even speaking words. It's you guys came. It's your choice. Now you're stuck here forever. But go hydrate. Yeah, I don't know. It feels odd that I just leave the camera. My source of water is not near where I'm doing this. um, yes, thank you, Multibricks. Ah, you did watch season 2. Thank you. Look at his example, you untrue Dreams fans. You dare call us that? Just kidding, guys. What's it called? I was gonna say yes. That's great. You got me in the mood to do it. Okay, not in the mood. Like I don't know. It's like you get me motivate. I don't know what's the word. But yeah. Anyways, Logan. Yes, he has some of the best character development in season 2, and I love it so much. And it's entirely because of Astrid. And I love Astrid so much. You should thank Multi-Rex Kicky Kitty. Just kidding. But yeah, he has so much development in season 2, and I love it. It's like I don't know, he was really annoying and bratty in season 1, and I thought it was gonna like I knew he was gonna end up developing into a better character, but like it happened so much faster than I thought, and so I'm just really happy about that. He's like a lot better, and also I love Astrid's character. She's just so fun, and she's just so cool with like I don't know. I love hearing German accents. I don't know. Not even just German. I just love hearing other accents that aren't like my own accent. I don't know why, but it's just like so nice to listen to, and also just like she also has a lot of character development. From like being like how everyone expects her to be perfect about everything and how she's just like, I don't need to be like that. And it's just like, and I think that it's really great how it like kind of went in line with what's his name's Logan's. Um, and so I really love that episode the moment they went to get their hourglasses. I think it was really great. And also, yeah, and also I love her new design. I love her old one too, but her new one looks really cool. Also, another thing, with the sets, Astra's design in the sets is literally nothing like her design in the show, like at all. Like she's totally wrong hairpiece. Her outfit doesn't look the same, even though they made a new outfit for her. Minifig isn't even the one that she wears in the show, and her and it's just I don't know. And then like they didn't make her other form either. It's actually in the back there if you guys haven't seen it. Whoa, that's you, Niventon. But like that's what her new outfit looks like, and it's really cool. Yeah, you guys have like Logan's hat in the other color with Speed of Lego with like that one thing. I need to see if I can get that on eBay. That'd be really cool. But yeah, they haven't made what's his name's Logan's actual full like outfit with like that hat and hair thing in a set before. That's kind of disappointing, but it's fine. I'm stretching. Oh guys, we're at 45 minutes already. Barely feels like it. You guys are like, yes, it does. It does feel like that. um, yeah, so we can have wardrobe changes. Yeah. um. Oh no, I might want to charge to that. Yeah. What is mine at? I'm filming on. It's a 56. I'm good. Before I know it, it'll be like dying. Um. Oh, the creepy spider things. One of her things she has like a whole ton of like spiders as part of her things. I don't think there are any like here with this thing. Also, bye Pepe's Pictures. Thank you so much for joining. You've been so awesome today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, thanks for joining. Um, uh, uh, oh yes, the tournament from season. Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about the season two, part two thing for what's it called. Um, but yeah, I no for yeah, kind of like how they had those trials. They kind of had it like the same as season four. I think those were pretty interesting. I like that like episode thing how they had that like fill time in season one. But yeah, I really liked how like they use that. Like I think it makes sense they have like Dream Chaser trials. But yeah, yeah, you should go charge your computer, Bethy Pictures. But yeah, also hello, Duty Chain. Sorry, yeah, she is leaving now. But good morning. I hope you had a fun time. Taking care of villains, not villains, crooks. They're specifically crooks. They're not villains unless they're Fendrick. He's more like a crime boss. But yeah. um, but words. I am very dehydrated. But I'll be fine. I'll survive. Next thing you know, I've passed out and the live stream's still going. All 27 pairs of handcuffs. I love it. Yes, you had to use them all. What about the extras? Did you do the extras too? But, your spare handcuffs is what's called. No, I'll be fine, guys. I'm fine. It's just like, yeah. Plus, it'd be great for views if I passed out on this live stream. Yeah, I'll be fine, guys. Next thing you know, I'm not fine. If I really need water, I'll go up and get it. But, I'll be fine. It's just my throat is dry, that's all, and it's just bugging me that my throat's dry. Go viral, yes. Anything for the views. But yeah. What was I saying? I had like a whole like thing for my season 2 review, and like what we're talking about right now I kind of already had talked about in my little video, but like I can't really play because the only device I actually have it recorded on is this one, so I can't like play it. But yeah. Hey, Retivian Briggs, thank you so much for joining. Yeah. You guys are really convincing me that I should get some water and just bring up the cup with me, and then I'll be fine. That's because it's gonna be like a really good, long, silent wait of you guys just waiting. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, RB. Also, I loved your video the other day of the thing. Also, I totally forgot to mention, Speed of Lego made a video with my character in it yesterday, and I'm so thankful and so happy about it because like that video was so cool and I'm so excited that you guys did that. And I just thank you again. I've already said it like a million times, but like I can't say it enough. So yeah, if if any of you have not seen like Speed of Lego's channel, you should. Although I feel like everyone has just seen each other's channels, which by the way I just love. But yeah, so it's just something really cool that happened last night. They made a video for my character, and like with the dream sets, with what's it called, Sandman's Castle. And so so cool. Yeah, thank you so much again, guys. It's so awesome. Whoa, I hit the camera. um, yeah, I love how like honestly, I feel like neither of them deserve what's her name, or she doesn't deserve them. A Lady T Rex. But oh no, checks is down. You're right. Must be picked back up. Eh, get back up. Come on, you can get up. I repeat, checks is down. Yes. Okay, emergency is stopped. He's not sitting on studs, but there. um. Oh, Doom Blob. Yes. If you've not noticed, he is being held by Mateo, which also I just love those names. I mean, I love that we get the mini versions of them in like that form. By the way, I just think they're so cool. But yeah, I just feel like the doppelganger idea could have been like really interesting, but it like wasn't as interesting as it could have been. But alas, because something I want to explain on that is like something that the Neverwitch said is when she was making Mateo's evil doppelganger, is she uses like the worst parts of his personality to make the doppelganger, and it's just like part of those things were like his selfishness about like doing things with Z-Blob, his pessimism and stuff, and all that stuff, and you can see that in that, and they only mentioned that in one line, but like that would have been so interesting for all the characters, the worst parts of their personality and like the things that like they aren't great about themselves are all just made into one giant thing, and that's just all of it. And so I think that's like really interesting. But I think the doppelganger idea is really interesting. Like I know for a lot of TV shows they have it for like a single episode, but like when you have them throughout the whole season, it's pretty fun. Like that one episode in Ninjago, the original Double Trouble episode, when they had like Garmadon make evil versions of the ninja or something, and they go invade the school. That was a good episode. Um, but yeah, I just think it's really interesting how they did that. I do like how they used DreamZzz a bit more. So if you guys saw my short, just like, how nobody could tell the difference between, DreamZzz and Mateo. It was so annoying in part one when everyone's like, oh, Mateo, you look different. What is wrong with you guys? Like, that is not your friend. You know he's not in his emo phase, and, like, like, that's not your best friend, okay? He literally is the same colors as the villain, behaves horribly, is disrespectful. Like, do you think that's your friend? No. And then Izzy didn't even pick it up until one time in, like, the Dream Chaser trials when he, like, hurts her to, like, win the thing. And it's just, like, finally his sister notices, but, like, his best friend and everyone else, Logan actually, I do like how he said, he had a bad feeling, but, like, their teacher, no, didn't even notice. They just thought, oh, Mateo, he's back to normal now. Wait, what? What? But yeah. Also, yeah, thank you so much for joining Multibricks. I hope you have a great rest of your day too, and it's awesome seeing you here. I'm so sorry if like you have come on my channel before and then I just totally like forgot about that. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna try looking at your channel after. And yeah, so thank you so much for joining. Have a great rest of your day. Whereas Logan, I do not have Logan yet. He's actually in the back in this picture. If you look at that blue thing back there. But it's not like they look different. Yeah, though it's just like, and then they brought DreamZzz into the real world for for her dad's birthday. Dad didn't say a word, and then oh no. Sorry, the keeps falling. And then like nobody says a word except Jasmine is like, oh, you dressed up, and I think that's pretty good. Like she dressed up, but like she goes to school, nobody cares. Like, and I guess a good way to pass it off is DreamZzz goes through her emo phase, but like I don't know. It was just so odd. And also just, how they have, like, those weird voices every time they speak, like, in the background there's, like, this weird sound effect. It's just like, how are y'all so calm with this? Like, literally, they look like... yeah, Phil protected them from the following instructions. He is the goat. Yes, he is. He saved them. Oh, you can't even still see all of his head. I'm gonna move that camera up a bit. There we go. Yeah, we can see more of Phil now. Yeah, also guys, I found out you can check the live stream. I found out how to check the live stream, and it does save it whenever you do a live stream. You can save the live chat, and it saves it. And I can see it now again, and I love that. And so I don't have to worry about that anymore, and that makes me so happy because like I stressed so much about that, but now I don't have to because I know it just saves it, and like I just had to find a different way. Yes, he does. He's like a manticore thing, but like with these stained glass wings. It's so cool. Like, and he also has like this cool like tail that like freezes things, and also it's kind of weird. In the sets, he looks like kind of like a giant cat. He's supposed to be like a lion manticore, but like I know it's like the same thing, but like he looks more like a cat than like a lion. But yeah, he's really cool. It's like it's just so awesome taking pictures with this because like all the pieces are transparent in really cool ways, and just yeah, it's so cool with his thing. But yeah, I'm gonna put that back up here like that. So we can just stand up and look awesome. But yeah, and so, gonna crack my back and stand up for a second. um, but yeah, what was I saying? I don't remember. I barely even talked about dreams. It's fine though. We're having fun. That's the thing I did this for. um, what is my notification for YouTube at the top of my thing? I'm gonna check it. Did my live stream just turn off for a second? I hope not. It didn't? Okay, I hope not. I don't know. But the bald lady? The bald lady? I'm confuzzled. Is it the bald lady? Who is the bald lady? I'm sorry. Oh, bad lady. I'm sorry. You didn't even spell that wrong. I couldn't even I can't read. All right, let's make her bald. Let's take her crown and her hair off. Yeah, sorry. As I said, I'm tired. Yes. Well, I'm gonna give a spoiler. Yes, she does become good at the end, and it's actually kind of frustrating. She has like this whole backstory with like she's like the first dream or whatever, and so also I don't like that like early on the show they make such like things that like affect the whole world building. But anyways, she is supposed to become good at the end. Like they forgive her at least, which is kind of like I don't even mind that they did, but like the way they forgived her was just so like she was collecting these dangerous artifacts to like literally undo the dream world, and she like pretty much succeeds, but they change her mind and they have them in her hands, but they give them back to her because she's good now. Thing is that like they have this whole thing where they go, yeah, like it's kind of odd. Like she's not a dream, but like she's a dream being. Like they have dream beings, like the Norths from season 2, or like the Dreamlings, like the little guys, and like all the little animals and stuff. They're all from the dream world, or like the Sandman. Like she's like that. Um, but and so just like it's basically she had the first dream world when she was with her sister or something, who I very much think is Lunia. But they haven't said it is. The thing is that she looks different from Lunia, but like everything about her that they talk about her, like she became one with the dream world, and like she did all this stuff, and so just like that has to be Lunia, right? But like he doesn't look like her because I showed like the little kid versions of them, and it doesn't look like grown up Lunia at all, so it's kind of hard to tell. So I'm not sure, but it'd be really cool if that was Lunia. But anyways, it's her twin sister. And what's it called? So they like get into like the whole thing, the entire theme of season 2 is basically just accepting change, and like they intertwine it with each and every character in a really really nice way. Like they make it with Mateo because there's this whole thing about Mateo's dad gets a new girlfriend, and so he's very upset about that change because he doesn't want to replace his mom. And but like Izzy, like she's trying to convince Mateo, this is for the better for their dad and for them to like move forward with things. Same with Zoe, because the whole thing with Zoe is that her mother died and her father left them because her mother died because he was so heartbroken, and so she has to deal with that kind of change. And it's just like, it's like moving forward is the only way to go. And the whole thing, that's what the Never Witch has to learn. Like, they also goes the same with Cooper, because he loses his tech powers because, not tech powers, I don't know. I don't like when, I don't know. Like, his knowledge in science, basically, because the Never Witch steals his memory and they break the memory jar. And so his memory is, like, gone of, like, how to do basically everything he's good at. And so basically it's just accepting change and moving forward and trying new ways to do things. And it's really cool they intertwine that with every character, and I didn't really realize that until kind of the end. We're like, oh, this is kind of meant for every character. And for the biggest spoiler of them all, because y'all are so you can't watch the series. Guys, I'm kidding. I'm not mad about it. I'm just being funny about it. But the biggest spoiler of all of the season, do you guys want to hear it? Or do you want me to build up to it first? Do you want me to like talk about other stuff first and then get to it, or do you want me to say it now? Crickets. um okay. Okay. Want it? Alright. So the biggest thing has to do with Zoe. So I can even speculated this in season 1, but I changed my mind because the way he treated her. Uh, yeah. Alright, so it's about Zoe. So I told you that, her mother died and her father left because her mother died. It wasn't at all like, because they had a kid or whatever. He actually said, her father said, that they wanted kids and he wanted to build a family with her, but then she died. They didn't say what from. I think it's like a natural disease or something. But thing is that her dad comes back and it's revealed that her father is none other than the Night Hunter. The Night Hunter, as in the guy who tried killing and kidnapping them all the time. But the way they get away with it in the writing is that he the reason he followed them around so much is so that he'd be in charge of making sure that she didn't get caught. They try to capture her, but he makes sure they didn't actually get her. And so, yeah, the Night Hunter is Zoe's dad. So if y'all know who Night Hunter is, he's one of the biggest antagonists of the show. Thing is that I kind of thought of this at one point in season 1, but I just brushed it off because he just insults her for no reason all the time, makes fun of her, but then he goes on saying later that he does care about her and whatever. And so, yeah, the whole thing is basically her forgiving her dad about doing that, and just, but anyways, it's not even like he tries hurting her again. The thing is that he tries going to look for her in the real world, and he doesn't want her to find out that he's a Night Hunter, because he knows that it ruined their relationship again. He wants to have a relationship with his daughter, so they start meeting in the real world, and he goes to the dream world, but then the Neverwitch ends up making him do something for her, like getting Mateo, kidnapping him, or else she'll tell Zoe, of that, all his secret that he's her dad. And so basically he reveals that he's a Night Hunter, and actually the whole thing with her watch, it was his. And the thing is that, for y'all who saw the end of season 1, those other characters, Bo and Anna, that's the Night Hunter, and Hannah is Zoe's mother. They were both dream chasers. And so I thought it was really cool, at the end of season 1, because it was revealed that the Night Hunter was a dream chaser at the end of season 1. But then there was entirely in season 2, there's this entire episode of this backstory of them basically. And honestly, Bo and Hannah are so cute together. Their little relationship is so cute, and it's kind of so sad that it turned out in the end so badly. But it's the whole theme of the season is basically just accepting change, and just the only way in life is you have to move forward, even though it can be hard. You got to move forward, and I thought it was really great because basically they do this thing where Zoe gets stuck in her head or something in one episode, so she goes back when they go to defeat her, ends up living out the moment again of when her sister left her. Oh, Duke. Oof. That's a hard question. That's a hard question. You know what? The Night Hunter, because he actually tried making up his mistakes, and Misako never did. She never I don't know. She I know Lloyd does have a ton of family drama, but honestly, in some cases you might think it maybe Night Hunter is a little bit better parent. Oh, that's hard. That's a big roast of Misako though. Oof. But yeah, so I don't know if I fully explained. I feel like interrupting myself. But the whole thing is that Neverwitch has a sister, and they're the first dream or whatever. I know, in front of her son, Misako. I don't know. I know Ninjago movie isn't a lot of people don't like it, but one thing I loved about the Ninjago movie is that Coco was a much better parent than Misako, by a lot. She was way better. And I just liked Misako. She was a way better mother, and had a more interesting backstory and everything. But that's one thing I did like. But anyways, the whole thing with the Neverwitch is her sister wanted to move on because the other dream realms kept like the other dream realms just kept being created, and the thing is that the Neverwitch wants to stay with her sister and enjoy the same thing and not move forward, but her sister does, and she feel like she needs to, and so her sister leaves her, and so then the Neverwitch like basically makes it so she can't come back, and so basically the whole thing is that her mission is to destroy the dream world and bring it back to the way it originally was, so that no one can make new dreams. And so I think that's actually really interesting, and it kind of goes exactly like against of what the Nightmare King wants, because the Nightmare King's thing is he is afraid of being forgotten. And then what's it called? Like his whole thing is he's afraid of being forgotten. Her whole thing is she wants it to all stay the same. I know that's not like entirely contradictory, but like basically her plans interfering with his, because she wants to use the like different artifacts to destroy it, and like without the dream world he's nothing, and so he like has to stop her with that, and I think that was really interesting. But anyways, I just like I had a whole like in-depth like analysis in my head, and also partially like made into like you know what's it called, but yeah, um also my sister's here.
Hello.
She says hello.
I'm making eggs and bacon.
Cool. I'm probably not gonna finish this for a bit.
Hello, people. Goodbye, people.
That's Tracy again. And she left again. But yeah. So yeah. Also, something Kitty said. Yeah, she's better in the movie, and she's like what no, she's gone. No. Again, water. um. Thing is that like I can do this so much better. Like I can make I can make really good in-depth analysis, and I think this whole thing where like each point led to the next, and it was really interesting. And it do you think I should go holler to her? Maybe like just if I got leave for a second, ask if she can get me water. I'm gonna go do that. I'll be right back. Mission succeeded, guys. She said yes. She'll get me water. She's my little assistant. She's older than me. That's not gonna work. Yes, I am gonna live. All right. But yeah, I am. My life is saved. Yeah, I was only gone for about 30 seconds. But yeah. So like, yeah. So like, yeah, she's a hero. You can all thank her when she comes back. But yeah. So I think that was really cool how they had that theme, and also how it affected like Nightmare Kim, because if you don't know, at the end of season 1, Mateo, and because to save Z-Blob, he has like this whole thing of part 1, season 1, of basically like he's really sad about losing Z-Blob because he knows his best friend. Honestly, like imagine creating a comic book character, it comes to life, and then you lose it. Like that would be just so sad. But anyways, so he's really sad because he lost Z-Blob now. He doesn't know how to get him back, and so he's kind of like selfish about like helping the others and stuff with missions and stuff because he's still focused on Z-Blob. Sorry. Also, when Nightmare King is in prison and Z-Blob, he's literally so funny. Like I don't know. In season 1, he wasn't that like funny, but and he didn't like his lines weren't that like special. I don't know. He just kind of like had standard villain dialogue. But like the entire time of him being in prison and Z-Blob was just like he was just being annoying just for the fun of it, just to be annoying. Like there was this one point when Mateo was trying to focus, and he like grabs those like instruments. What are they called? Like the things that you tap on. What are they called? Like the thing, the kind of echoey sound. What are they called? But he hits them across the bars of the thing just to be annoying, and it's so funny the way he does that. Tracy is back, and she has brought me
poisonous water.
Nourishment. You can thank her. Oh, she's gone. But that was an odd laugh. But yeah, I'm hydrated now. Insert slurping noises. Okay, I don't think you guys need to hear that. But yeah, I'm alive now. Oh yeah, she vanished. She came and then left again. I did not understand at all what you said at first, Seek to Tame, but I think I get that reference in the show. Yes, okay. I will catch you later, to Tame. Have a great time at work. And we'll see you later. Thieving birds. Oh yeah, it's that. I know that episode. Yeah, that's a good one. Season 1 episodes are some of the best ones. Um, but yeah. Oh, this is such a mess. Where did I put the Neverwitch? Where is she? Oh, here she is. There she goes. I'm gonna put the jar back in her hand. Basically, the whole thing with Mateo is throughout the first season. Wow, my voice feels so much better. Who knew water makes you feel better? um, um, but basically, like the whole thing is that Mateo is just like he's being a bit selfish about helping the others and just only focusing on about Z. Well, there's kind of like this thing in season 1 about like not season 1 in episode 1 of like him like learning to not do that, but um yeah. Yeah, I feel like with dreams, I totally get that. It's not as dynamic as Ninjago because again, it's also meant for younger kids, and also Ninjago is, but I feel like it's kind of meant for younger, and also just it is also very early on still in the show. And I feel like they need more time to work on dynamics for characters and just like like get better at that stuff. The thing I'm scared about though is that like Lego tends to cancel themes if they don't do well in the first like 2 years. Like you all saw what happened with Chima and Nexo Knights and like all those other ones. Like I'm so scared about this theme because I feel like it's just gonna vanish, just like all the others, like Hidden Side and all those other ones, because they didn't do well in 2 years or whatever. But I feel like I know I keep saying this, but just like the whole thing with Dreams like entirely embodies what Lego is, and just like that's what sets it apart from like Nexo Knights and Chima and like all those other themes. Is this one is just so much like it's just so much possibility, and it's just like I know the others also had more possibility, but like this one, like they have it intertwined with like modern, not just modern, but just like our world. Like they had like Sir Isaac Newton or something was a dream chaser or dream crafter, and I'm just like, oh, that's so interesting. Like Albert Einstein was too, and like, whoa, like that's just such a cool way to bring that together. And just like, I don't know, like they come up with so many cool things with not just these characters, but just like build on it so much more. And I just feel like Lego just needs to let it have time. But I feel like because they're a company, they don't really let it. I do have to say though, Lego is pretty great about like putting like the joy and like the stuff before being a company. I don't know. I feel like they put their whole like motto before being a business thing, and I really like that. But like sometimes like it makes sense, like if the theme isn't doing well in the first 2 years, but like I feel like dreams can be like so much better, just needs a bit more time. You know what I mean? But just like, anyways, I totally enjoyed myself. Not enjoyed myself. I was conversing with you. Conversing. Yeah, everyone says conversing. But yeah, I totally get that opinion. Like, I know Dreams has a lot of like things that like make it just like a, um, just kind of like hard to just like, it can get really confusing and just things just like that's one of my biggest pet peeves about season 2 is that the timing of just things happening just in like things in general, it was just so odd. Like it just like they kept introducing so many things and just kind of like too much was happening at once, and it just came a little bit too much, and they like introduced things would get flushed out in really really odd ways. Like there was this whole thing, after Zoe figured out her dad is the Night Hunter. Obviously, you'd assume that like her whole build up to season 1 would crumble, and it doesn't entirely. But anyways, she has this thing in episode 14 with Cooper and like his whole thing with like losing his like tech knowledge and stuff and like being able to do all that stuff, and her like doing all the problems with her dad. But there's this whole thing where he says like I've seen the return of loner Zoe. She doesn't act any different than she had before. All she does is kind of talk about the problems with her dad, but she doesn't at all act different. Like that it actually affected her. Partially because they waited 4 episodes to even bring it up again, which I felt really was an odd decision. And also same with her character design. Like she has this new design because she's like, I've changed, new things are going on. That felt really odd. Something I've got to say that would have been really interesting though is that like her other just vibe was just so much different. I could think of the whole thing, like I'm different now, or whatever, or I don't know. But I think it'd be interesting because she has this whole thing where like I want nothing to do with my dad, and I think her dad used to be the old Dream Bandit, and now she's the new Dream Bandit. But she wants to forget about that because that's where her dad was, and so that's why she changes. But I don't actually think that's the case because it's not just like I don't really say it like that. So her new design, I do say I don't like it as much as her first. It's still good, just I don't really like it. It also just like it just feels like some sort of like race car like mechanic outfit, and it doesn't make sense at all for her. But it looks nice, and it's just like again, it's not really doesn't feel like Zoe. And I know it says this because she changed I don't know, but like you barely even notice. Like she doesn't like change much at all. It's so random, and just that was something really annoying about. Like I know I said like she's one of my favorite characters of the show, but that part just didn't really make too much sense. Also, I'm so sorry for tipping bricks. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, I didn't reply to that first. I hope you have a great rest of your day too. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, have fun. But yeah. Also, RW says something. The colors and pieces assortment, especially, but I still find them confusing. I could barely keep the character straight. No, they changed their look. Yeah, something that bothers me about Ninjago is they always change their character designs, and it's kind of annoying. Each character from Dream Season 2 kind of has their own way of doing a new look. So like Mateo's. So the thing is that I say this isn't all canon to the show, but like I explain this and like I have this be my own thing basically, where like I say his new look is because he was the entire time Z-Blob's been gone. Mateo's been making new comic books and just like wishing Z-Blob was back. So like when the new Z-Blob mech comes, like when the new for the new sets, like he makes a new Z-Blob mech and like he has a new look. That's like because he made new comic books. That's not actually in the show, but like I think it'd been really interesting. Like he's been making comic books and changed stuff up. And it's like I think that'd be really interesting. It's not actually what's in the show, but I think it'd been a really cool way to tie back his comic book thing. But anyways. Like he's writing them more because he misses Z-Blob. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe I think the whole thing was that he's lacking inspiration and can't even do that. But I don't know. I think that'd be interesting to promote his new look. Izzy's, she doesn't get her new look until like the last 3 episodes, and it's not like a permanent new look. The thing is that like there's this realm called like the Beast Realm or Wildoria. I know, awesome name. And to blend in, she makes this new look, and so I don't think this is permanent at all. But like she has this in the last 3 episodes because that's when she gets stuck there. And then Zoe says she wants to change what she looks like. Logan's doesn't even keep his new look entirely. It like goes on and off. And same with Cooper. He only wears the outfit when he dreamcrafts this like certain thing. It's the Cooper Sora's Rex. He only specifically like dreamcrafts into that outfit when he dreamcrafts that thing. And so that's kind of odd. So I think Zoe's gonna stay permanent, unfortunately. But like if in my way of having if she changes because she doesn't want to be like her dad who was the Dream Bandit, she wants to change from Dream Bandit vibe, I guess, like her whole fantastical Dream Bandit vibe. That would have been great because then we could have gone back to her old look when she figures stuff about her dad. But I don't think we're going back. But I feel like they're gonna do that thing, like where they make new outfits every season, and I just don't want that. Like it's so hard to collect minifigs. And it's just I don't want to, I don't know. I really like it when we can just have multiple, I like getting new outfits every once in a while, but I don't want to have new outfits every single season because it feels like I have to collect them all, and I don't want to collect them all. Not even I don't like them, but it's just it's also just so hard to collect them nowadays, with how expensive the sets are. You can barely even get them anymore. And so, I'm lucky to even get these minifigs because, she came, this Zoe minifig came in, an extra Cast Nocturnia. But, Cooper's new look only came in 1 set, and then Logan's only came in 2. But yeah. Stickers, yeah. Yeah, the stickers. I do like how, with this theme, they have, extra stickers in the stuff. But, they don't, I don't know. I think that's cool. But in Season 2, I don't think I saw any for this set. Aw, I don't think they're going to keep doing it, I realize now. That's unfortunate. I still have more water left. I can drink more water. Oh. Yeah, it's not even just I feel like I have to collect them all. Sometimes I don't really care to. Thinking about Ninjago is a lot of times I'm I don't like that new look. And then it grows on me, and I'm just ugh. I love the new climber suits. I'm not going to be able to get any of them because, they all are spread across so many sets. And honestly, sometimes I don't want the whole set. I just want the minifig. But then they set for, $20 a minifig on eBay. And it's just I'm not paying that much for a minifig. But anyways, that's just kind of, annoying that they... yeah, just, I don't know. Words. Stickers. Yeah, stickers tend to not be that great. I do like when they have the extra stickers because you can put them wherever you want. But, it's so hard when they have to be so specific. Phil's, you guys remember that on the live stream, how long that took me to do those stickers for his wings? Oh, that was tremendous. I took them off and put them on so many times. It was so hard. But, anyways. Yeah. So that's just, words. I like Ninjago, but, with this new season, they have 3 outfits in 1 season. Guys, they could have kept their season 1 outfit from Dragon's Rising. They could have kept that and then changed into their climber outfits and then gone into the new tournament outfits. They didn't need that new one to begin with. And maybe it was thing is, I think they have that new one just to show time passed or whatever. But like, come on, like the hard thing is that the outfits always look cool, but it's like we didn't need a whole new outfit. Like I know it looks great, but like you could have reserved that for a different season, you know, reserved it. But no, the core outfits I don't like. Thing is that they're slowly growing on me. I don't want them to. But like, yeah, yeah, and it's just like they hardly like. It's just so hard to collect them now, and the reason they do that is because adult fans of Lego, all they want is they don't care about having like all they care about is just having all the minifigs. They don't actually care about just like, using them to make stop motions or like using them to just like, like even have like, play with them. And I know older people don't play with them, but just like the entire thing is now just for display for older fans. So that's why Ninjago sets, the minifigs are getting so hard to get because all of them are spread across sets for the adult fans. And it's just like, what about the kids who watch this show, huh? If you're not gonna give us an adult, like not adult, but like a at least more mature plot for the show, like how seasons 8, 9, 10 were, how it was a bit more mature. Like if they're not gonna do that, like for the show, like then don't do that for the sets. Don't make the kids like not get sets and get the awesome characters and stuff because you guys just want the I don't know. That just annoys me. I know many fake packs. I honestly hate blind bags. Like I hate them, but I feel like I guess they need to, but like Lego needs to make blind bags for their own original themes. Like they need to make those minifigure series for their themes because they never have, but they need to. Because like Ninjago desperately needs that, and then so does like every other theme. Because like Ninjago is terrible at putting side characters in sets. Because they've hardly made any of them like ever. But just like yeah, like you know how hard it is, like to get sets now. Like I don't know, like sets like because I know it's also just because of inflation, but just like there's like sets that are like 400 pieces and they go for like $60 or $80 and it's just like whoa, when did that come from? Like there's this one, like so many of the Jurassic World Chaos Theory sets, they're only like two, but they're so overpriced, and it's just like ugh, it's just so like like most of my Lego collection consists of like my older sets. Actually that's not true, but like it's just like I don't know. I need to slow down on my Lego collections because, like, you just can't afford this for so long, because it, like, keeps getting so much bigger. Uh, oh no, I said it. Oh no. But, yeah. But alas, we're not going to talk about negative things. We're not going to complain. That's what we've been doing the whole time. I don't care. This is Lego stuff. We get to talk about Lego and read about Lego the whole time. I'm going to have more sip of water. But yeah. Uh, uh but yeah, so also I have a lot of Castle Training pictures. Also, one of actually the biggest set I've ever gotten. It's not actually like it's technically like everyone in my family set. Like a few years ago, my dad got the Ninjago City Gardens set, and so we have that set. And I never took good pictures with it, but now the other day I was trying to take pictures like a year ago and I dropped it, not the entire thing, but like part of it, and so then I just never got around to rebuilding that one section. Yesterday I rebuilt that section. Now the entire Ninjago City Gardens is back to life. And I took some more pictures with it today, and they look so awesome. And they're like the best pictures I've gotten with the set. And I can still take more. So yeah, but yeah. And then this Castle Nocturnia is the biggest set that I've ever gotten. And like that one Ninjago set is like the biggest set. Like honestly, that set is huge and it's so cool. But yeah. And so it's hard to use stop motions with bigger sets though sometimes though. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna post my pictures. Um, but I think it's that I want to space it out because a lot of times I have long periods of time. Like those fall pictures of that turkey that I showed you guys. I took those pictures like at least a month and a half ago, but I didn't post them because I had already stuff going on in my channel, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I know you guys gonna say, what was that long month period you didn't post anything? That was just because of my upsettingness if I didn't get to finish the Dreams video. But, alas, the main reason I'm, like, having this review be about the Dream Season 2 is just because I didn't finish that one. That's why I'm trying to, like, kind of bring it back to that topic. Just so I can feel more accomplished. That's my main thing. It's just, like, I want to say, like, I finished my Dream Season 2 review. But, yeah. Yeah, I tried the muffin. Yeah, I had a little bit of them. They tasted awesome, but, yeah. But, I got some nice fall pictures, so... Yeah, I gotta take some more with the red leaves outside that, like, Speech of Lego said recently. I gotta go outside and take some of the leaves because they look so nice. Um, Vodka. Agua. Is the pencil evil? I guess so. I think that this Mateo's pencil is also evil. Because everything about him else is evil. So I guess it is. That is too. But I got some sweet pics of Castle Nocturnia, so I cannot wait to show you them. I just been kind of like confused on how I'm gonna do it. I like started one of those edit videos, like how I did the fall pictures. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do that. But either way. Also with stop motions, you know how I have that like kind of mini series? It's not technically a series, but like I made like 2 of those videos where I like upgrade minifigs, like that one Zoe minifigure where I upgrade her minifig and like how I made that like my own custom Aaron minifig. Well, I'm kind of doing more of those. I'm not making it like a full series. I'm just kind of doing it whenever I want. But I have a new one where I'm working on, and it's like that. I have some cool ways to make the mechanic a much more accurate minifig to the show, and so I started it and I need to finish it. But like those videos don't take me long at all, so like it's more of a like I'll probably get it done. But my main thing is I'm gonna practice not promising stuff for you guys because I oftentimes fail in it and then I feel terrible because I know you guys are fine if I don't post anything when I say I'm going to. Um, but yeah, also I need to look at that speed of Lego because like the legs I have for Tracy, where are they? Oh yeah. So luckily because her torso and arms are a lot more common, I've been able to replace them a couple times. But her head I only have one of, and so it's really loose and the printing's starting to fade. If you look at it, it's like really fading, and I don't like that. Come on, can I focus for once? Come on, come on, focus, focus. Will my camera focus? No, it won't. I'll put her back here, I guess. But like the printing is really loosening up, and also her head's really loose, and then her legs, they're so not. It's really hard, but I got since her arms and torso are pretty common, it's easier to do that. And luckily her hair and her head don't get loose. Thing is that they're attached to her head, so then it affects that. A 10-pack. Whoa. But yeah, I should look into that so I can finish the series. Speaking of Prime Plus, like I said, I'm not promised anything. However, I have figured out how I'm gonna finish the episode. I had like this whole thing where I was confused on the plot because I changed my mind about a lot of things. But I know how I'm gonna finish it, and also I have like the episode has like 3 sections. I have 2 of those sections done, basically. And so I don't actually have a lot left of it. Not no, I have about half of the video left. I have a lot of voiceovers too with my sister. I've done like half of them, but I have to do more for the Tracy lines, and I also have to add sound effects. The Speedway 5 billion, I finished it. Thing is that I don't love the ending, and I kind of regret it. I feel like so I don't want to because it takes so long, and I've just like I finally got it done. But I'm thinking I might redo the ending scene of the Speedway 5 billion. That's not the end of the episode. There's actually a lot more of the episode. The reason I named it Unigami 2.0 is because there is a lot more that's gonna go on with that. Learning about Unigami 2.0 and this whole deal. Um, but I have a few more scenes and I have more done, and I think the race turned out pretty well, most of it. Again, I might redo the ending because I don't love the ending of the race. But again, I'm not promising anything. But my goal is I want to have episode 3 done by the end of this year. Just because you guys were so faithful to when I started the series, and you guys were so excited for episode 3, and I said April 6th. It's gonna be 2025 so soon. But yeah. So my main goal is to finish it by the end of the year. I'm not promising anything, guys, because I just stress myself out about so much, and I don't need to. But that's just like the main thing. So with Prime Plus, I'm like, I have 4 or 5 episodes planned. Thing is that I'm not entirely sure what I have planned for episode 4 could be the entire episode. So I'm like still kind of mixed about that. But I am gonna so like I have a decent amount of episode 3 done. It's just like I need to finish it, and I'm gonna but I want to have it ready I want to have it ready by December. I do have theater shows going on soon though, relatively soon kind of. So like I don't know if that'll like bleed into that time, but whatever. But man, guys, we're an hour and a half already. But yeah, so what's it called? Slurp and slurp. But yeah. So yeah. I told you I was gonna build Salmon's Tower 6 months ago. That actually does make me feel a lot better. Yeah, because like I really because like I was like I'm gonna finish this episode by this, and I didn't. But like I don't want to keep making trailers until I actually have more of the episode done. But like I have a lot of good footage of the race and like other stuff in episode 3 that I'm really excited to show you guys. But like I don't want to show it yet until I'm like ready like to like have it done. But yeah. But I am still working on it. I haven't forgotten about Prime Plus. Kiki Kitty, that comment has showed, but I have not seen any recent for like 5 minutes. So I'm not sure if that's the only one that sent, but I haven't seen it. Let me check. I'm gonna check it a different way. Yeah, it didn't show any others since like yeah, a few months ago. Yeah, that's the only one. But yeah, so I don't know. Stop motion's hard. It's just like I'm only in like some like I have to be in a specific mood to be able to do it. Otherwise, it doesn't turn out well. So it's kind of hard to like find that mood and like stay motivated for it. But the race is almost done. There's like a whole ton of stuff that goes on after the race. You know, there's gonna be more lilac in this episode. So yippee. um, and we're gonna learn more about Ninjago 2.0, and also just like some of the race footage. I love some of it. I actually really hate, but some of it looks great. So yeah, like I feel like I keep like I'm not promising you guys, but my goal is to have it done by the end of the year, just cause, and I'm pretty sure I can. We still have a few more months left, but I'm not gonna rush it. I'm just gonna do the episode and have it ready when it's ready. And like honestly, I wouldn't care. But the thing is that I promised it, and then I failed at that. But like again, it's meant to just be fun, guys. And I know you guys like it's fine if I don't post it or I don't have it ready for a while, because I have other stuff to work on. Like I have like my other videos that I can work on until then, like that Toby Mac video. Oh, that's something I want to talk about, guys. I think it's so funny because that one Ninjago video that I made, with those Ninjago sets, it has 12,000 views. I'm not kidding, 12,000 views. And my Toby Mac video is only almost at 200. I know 200 isn't a lot. Like, no, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. I know 200 can be a lot for some people, and like, and honestly, like, it is great. But like, I really, really wanted the Toby Mac video to get a lot of views, and cause like the Toby Mac video was like that is some of my best animation ever. But like this Ninjago video. It's like 38 seconds, and it's just like I finished it because I hadn't posted in a while. I'm like I'm just gonna finish this. And I found it was like an Ninjago set for the new sets for this year, for some of them, and it has 12,000 views just because it's Ninjago. But then my Toby Mac video that like I worked so hard on that one, I put so much time and effort into it, and it is some of my best work. Like that and Prime Plus is some of my best animation, like all that. And then it gets like almost 200 views and like nobody saw it. And then like the live chat, like for the live for the premiere, like only a couple people saw it, and I was like, oh, I think it's probably because I didn't like market it well enough. It's partly my fault, but like, yeah, yeah. So that's just kind of sad though, because like that one I was most excited about. I'm like, guys, come on, let's watch the then. Oh, downhill, come on, you guys get a lot of views on stuff, but it's kind of funny though that your first video has the most. Um, my biggest video right now is last year I made this Lego series called An Animal Adventure, and I made like a movie version of that series, and so it has 21,000 views, and that's my most popular video. And it's yeah, but that has been my strongest, but I feel like the Ninjago one might beat it because it keeps going up. It's at 12,000, was it 11,000 like last week? So yeah. Also, guys, I'm at 300 subscribers. I didn't like talk about that, but like I made the 100 and 200 subscriber thing a huge deal, and I didn't say really much about 300, but I'm at 304 now, which is like super awesome. Yeah, 304. So I'm excited about that. And if it keeps going up, it's gonna get more than my video count, because like for the longest time, my videos have been like way more than my subscriber count. But like, it's pretty like my amount of videos is, like what 348. So who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna keep posting stuff. But yeah, so I think I might end this live stream soon. I feel terrible, but I'm just like I'm so hungry, and also I don't know. I barely talked about dreams, but like we talked about other stuff. So like it's okay. I had like I know you guys like some of you said that I did it like I explained it well. Like I had this whole huge in-depth analysis of like season 2, and that's what the video was for. But like, that was taking me forever. So like, I'm gonna do it. And then I didn't do it. And so I feel like I was hoping that I could do that for this, and then I didn't do that. But the whole thing about it is having fun. And we had fun today. We talked about Lego stuff. So yeah. Um, glad I sidetracked. Yeah, that makes me feel better then. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel because there are still three people on it. But yeah, this has definitely been one of my oddest live streams, mainly just because um I'm just so tired. Oh, it's fine. It's a whole ton to watch. Speed of Lego. The main reason I also want it to be a video is because I knew you guys all would come on my live stream. Like, if it's a video, you're much less likely to like watch the whole thing than you wouldn't get all the spoilers. But yeah, I don't know. My biggest thing is that like for the longest time, I would watch the main things that I'd watch after like it came out, and so like the Harumi reveal. My sister told me from the very start, before I even saw the show, she told me about Harumi. And it just like, what's it called? I knew about Harumi's like reveal since it like started. Also, yeah, it's showing your things now, Cookie Kitty. It showed those two things. But that's odd that it hasn't showed everything else except for when you're acknowledging that you can't say anything, and then it just like doesn't. I don't know. That's odd. But yeah. Also, Blake is Lego Boys had a ton of live streams lately. I haven't been able to go on every single one. I feel like I haven't like been on any of them recently. But yeah, he's been having some stuff with like his stop motions and stuff. Yeah, YouTube's been hot lately. But yeah, so I'm excited. My birthday's coming up soon, so that's usually when like I get a ton of Lego sets. Because like everyone in my family just knows I like Lego, and so then just it's like one of the easiest things for them to get. So yeah, except it's coming a lot more expensive now, so it's even harder. But yeah. Oh yeah, you're okay. You're not a goner, Cookie Kitty. You're here. But yeah. So yeah, sorry about this live stream again. I know you guys. Again, I was determined to talk about Dream Season 2, and then I like only talked about some other things. But I do have to say though, I didn't love Season 2 that much when I first watched it, and I like kept rewatching it, not like too much so that I get like oversaturated. But, like I would rewatch it so like I can like get a different view. But then I rewatched it another time recently, and I'm like, I actually like this a lot more than I liked it the first time. And other times before that. So yeah, so like when I made that review, it seemed like I was kind of complaining about it, but like honestly, I think I like it a bit more now. Also, sorry, yeah, if yeah, my birthday it's like in like a month and a half. But it's yeah, not really that soon, but like not I don't know. Not actually, no, it's not a month and a half. It's less than a month. It's less than a month. Wait, no. 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 Man. Math ain't mathin'. But oh well. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, Lego. The speed of Lego, because yeah, I'm sorry, Kiki Kitty. I feel like you just got back on here, but I think I might end this soon. But yeah, I'm sorry. Like, no, I don't know what I'm apologizing for. I'm just upset that I didn't like get to what's it called? Uh, like totally, like talk about everything. But you know what? It's fine. I think I might try working on that video more, even if I don't finish it. I just like try working on it. But yeah. The new so sometimes new seasons are tough. Yeah. So I'm excited though. I really hope Dreams keeps going on for more. I know that there's more to do after season 2, but like in some way you could see season 2 as the finale for the whole show. I really hope it isn't, and plus when I think about it, I doubt it is, because I felt there are a few loose ends for the main characters that are like we could still do more with that, and like they didn't like go on, and so yeah. But I think I'm gonna end this probably. Thank you so much for joining. Uh, yeah. Um, but yeah. So I think I'll probably end this soon. But I'm excited for stuff. What am I? I don't know. You guys, I'm tired. But this was a really fun live stream today. And I'm so glad that we got to do this. And I'm sorry I left like YouTube for a while. But yeah, thanks for joining. Thank you so much, Speed of Lego. That video with my minifig. Thank you so much. That was such a cool video. And the Salmon's Castle is just such an awesome set. But yeah. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. both of you guys. I feel like there are 4 people on, but like only you could have been using thing. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll probably be posting more soon, like the pictures and like some other stop motions I've been working on and stuff. But yeah, so adios. I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video. Adios. Bye.